Hello students, welcome to video classes. So in the last class we are discussing about the applications of the linear expansion. So the applications are very important. We discussed many applications. Out of them the very important is a gap is left between the two railway tracks. Okay, the reason is when the temperature increases, the rails or the tracks can be expanded into the empty space. After that we have discussed that the metal tapes and the scales are going to be made by the inverse steel. What is the reason? Because the inverse steel has the less alpha value. It is the combination of the metals. The metals are going to be mixed in such a way that alpha value becomes very less. When the alpha value is very less, then what happened? The less expansion and the less contraction. Okay, whatever the temperature may increase, the expansion will be less. Whatever the temperature can decrease, the contraction is also less. That's why we are going to use that inverse steel. After that we have discussed about the construction of wooden cartwheel. That concept of wooden cartwheel is very important because we are going to solve the problems also based on that concept. So what it will explain while you are constructing the wooden cartwheel, first you are going to construct the wooden wheel, after that you are going to construct the iron ring. And how you have to prepare? The iron ring diameter should be less than the wooden cartwheel. After that the iron ring should be heated so that it will be expand and it can easily fix on the wooden wheel. Once the iron rim is placed over the wooden wheel, we are going to pour the water so that the iron rim will contrast and fix the wooden wheel very strongly. Okay, this concept you need to remember because in further we are going to use this concept in the problems itself. Okay, so these are some of the very important applications which are discussed in the last class. So today also we are going to discuss the two more applications which are very important. First one is the pendulum clocks and the second one is the bimetallic steel. So let us discuss one by one itself. First we are going to discuss about the pendulum clocks. I think most of you know about the clocks. That the different types of the clocks will be there. Out of them, there is the pendulum clocks will be there. Pendulum clocks means there is a clock will be there at here, and below the clock there is a pendulum is going to be suspended, and this pendulum is going to be oscillates. When this pendulum will be oscillates, based on that what happens, the time is going to be travels, or the time is going to be runs here, and the time periods of the second pendulum. What is the time period of the second pendulum? Do you have any idea? The time period of the second pendulum is 2 seconds. Okay, this is very important point you have to remember. Okay, the time period of the second pendulum is 2 seconds. What is the meaning of time period? Time period means if the pendulum is coming to this position. Okay, if the pendulum is coming to this position, and okay, you are going to pull to this side, and you can leave from here. It is going to the other side, and again coming to this side. That means one oscillation. It is going back and coming down. Second oscillation, going back and coming to the same position, third oscillation. Like that, one oscillation means it will be takes place. How much time it is taking for one oscillation will be called as a time period. Okay, so the time period is 2 seconds. 2 seconds means, for example, you are saying that this is a simple pendulum, and let us say that this is a second pendulum, and you are going to pull aside, and you can leave it. Then what happened is going to other side and coming back. Okay, so this is called one oscillation. Okay, going back and coming back, one oscillation. How much time it is taking? 2 seconds. If it is taking 2 seconds for one oscillation, then that will be called as a second pendulum. That means what is happening here? From here it is going to other end, take 1 second, and coming back 1 second. So total how much time it will taking? 2 seconds it will take. Then it will be called as a second pendulum. The same thing will be happens in the case of pendulum clocks also. Okay, so in the pendulum clocks, the time period will be 2 seconds. Starting from here, going here 1 second, and coming back 2 seconds. If it is oscillating with 2 seconds, then it is the correct time. If the time period increases or the time period decreases, on that condition what happened? The time will go wrong. Okay. Then why the time is going wrong? The reason is whenever you are going to refer to these pendulum clocks, and whatever this pendulum is there, it is going to be made by the metals. When these are going to be made by the metals, and what happens when the temperature increases, length is going to be increases. When the temperature decreases, length is going to be decreases. So in this way what happened? The time period is going to be changes. So to understand how the time period will be changes based on the length, then we need to know about the time period of the simple pendulum formula. I hope in 10th class you have studied about this formula. And about this formula again we are going to discuss about the time of oscillations. Okay, we can deeply discuss about this time period of the simple pendulum in the oscillation chapter. But right now I am just going to tell you the direct formula. Okay, do you remember that formula? The time period of the simple pendulum. Time period T is equals to 2 pi into under root of L by G. This is the formula to find out the time period of the simple pendulum. So all of you must concentrate here. You should know that how the relation will be there. Based on that relation only we can able to understand that when the time is going to be losses and when the time is going to be gains here itself. Okay. So the time period of the simple pendulum or the seconds pendulum, t is equals 2 pi into root of L by g. What are the terms represents here? Pi is constant here, g is also constant, and L represents length of the pendulum. Okay, this is the length of the pendulum. That means who will decide the time period? The time period will be decided by the length. And when the temperature is increases and decreases, and who will decide the length? The temperature is going to be decides the length. That means if the temperature increases, what happened? Length increases. If the temperature decreases, then what happened? Length decreases. That means you are going to write down the relations here. How you are going to write down? The length of the simple pendulum L is proportional to T. Okay? Length is L is proportional to T. That means length increases, time period is going to be increases. But how the L is depends? L is going to be depends on the temperature. Okay, don't be confused here. Capital T time period, small t temperature. This is the relation 1 and this is the relation 2. Okay, relation 1 and relation 2. L is proportional to T. Now let us see what is going to be happens here. For example, in some cases what happened? The temperature is increased. When the temperature is increased, when the temperature increases, then what happened to the length? Length is also increases. When the length increases, then what happened to time period also? Increases, because directly proportional is there. Then, if the time period is increases, what does that mean? Earlier it is taking time period t is equals to how much time it is taking? 2 seconds. But when the temperature increases, what happened to time period is increasing? Time period is increasing means time period t is equals to it is taking 4 seconds. So what does that mean? The clock is moving slow or fast? The clock is moving slow. Okay, when the time period increases, the clock is moving slow. Earlier what happened? It is oscillating like this, taking 2 seconds. But now how much it is taking? 4 seconds. 4 seconds means it is going like this. 4 seconds. It is taking 4 seconds. So what happened? Time period increases, the pendulum will clock will run slow. When the pendulum clock will run slow, then what happened? Loss of the time or the gain of the time? The loss of the time is going to take place. That means the clock will lose the time. When the clock will lose the time? When the temperature is going to be increases. Okay. Once again, listen very carefully. The time period is 2 seconds. The clock will show the correct time. But when the temperature increases, then what happened? Length is going to be increases. When the length is going to be increases, then what happened? Time period is also increases. When the time period increases, instead of taking 2 seconds, how much it is taking? 4 seconds. Then what happens? The clock will run slow. When the clock will run slow, then immediately what happened? The time is going to be losses. So in the summer season, when the temperature increases, the clock will lose the time. Next one is temperature decreases. Now let's see. If the temperature decreases, then what happened to length also? Decreases. Temperature decreases, length is also decreases. If the length decreases, what happened? Time period also decreases. Time period is decreasing means what does that mean? Earlier it is taking 2 seconds. But now how much it is taking? 1 second only. Because time period is decreasing. If it is taking 1 second instead of taking 2 seconds, what does that mean? Pendulum will move fast or slow? The pendulum will move fast. Because earlier it is taking 2 seconds. But now it is taking 1 second. That means what happened? The pendulum will move fast. When the pendulum will move fast, then what happened to the time? Will gains. Okay, the time gain will be takes place. This is a very, very important concept for the competitive part also you have to remember. Okay, so what is going to be happens here? When the temperature increases, then the time period increases and the time is going to be losses. When the temperature decreases, time period is also decreases, then what happened? The time is going to be gains itself. So simply in summer the clock is going to lose the time, in winter the clock is going to gain the time. So this is the loss or gain will be takes place. And who is the responsible all for this? The expansion is, the thermal expansion or the linear expansion is the responsible for this. So to overcome this problem, earlier already we have discussed that to keep the length constant, which type of metal we have to use? Inverse steels. Okay, that means if this pendulum is made by the inverse steel, then what happened? There is no expansion will be there, there is no contraction will be there. That means whatever the temperature you may increase or whatever the temperature you may decrease, the length of the pendulum clock will be remains same. And what happened? The clock will show the correct time at all the temperatures and the pressure itself. So that's why, but at any time itself, you can go to the cold countries or you can go to the hot countries itself. If the pendulum clocks are made by the inverse steel, then what happened? The length will be remain same and it will show the correct time. In case if the pendulums are not made by the university, they are going to use any other metals, then definitely what happens, the loss or gain of the time is going to be takes place. So to find out this loss or gain, how much time is lost or how much time is gained, to find out that there is a direct formula is there, and that formula is, so the loss or gain of the time, delta T is equals to, okay, delta T is equals to, so you can write down, it is a temperature should be taken, delta T is equals to half into alpha into delta T. Okay, delta T is equals to half into alpha into delta T. What is delta T represents? Change in time. Okay, delta T represents change in time. Change in time means maybe it is loss of the time or gain of the time. Loss or gain. You are going to get loss when the temperature increases. When you are going to get loss when the temperature is decreases. So, sorry, when the temperature increases, you are going to get loss. When the temperature decreases, you are going to get gain. Time gain is going to be takes place. Okay, don't be confused here. Temperature increases, loss of the time. Temperature decreases, gain of the time. Okay, so loss or gain of the time, delta T is equals to half into alpha into delta T. Let us see the terms here. Half is a constant and alpha represents, okay, alpha represents coefficient of linear expansion. Delta T represents change in temperature. What is delta T? Change in temperature. Don't be confused. Capital T time, small t temperature. So this is the formula to find out how much loss or gain of the time in 1 second. For example, if you want to find out the total loss or gain in 1 day, that means if the temperature is increased and the clock is run for whole day, then in this whole day, how much time is lost or how much time is gained? If you want to calculate that, then we are going to use the formula delta T is equals to half into alpha into delta T into 86,400. This is the formula we are going to use. Okay, half into alpha into delta T into 86,400. What is this 86,400 represents? This 86,400 represents the total number of seconds in whole day. Okay, how can you calculate the total number of seconds in whole day? 1 day will contains 24 hours and 1 hour will contains 60 minutes and 1 minute will contain 60 seconds. That means 24 into 60 into 60. If you multiply it, you are going to get 86,400. This will represent you total number of seconds in 1 day. That means if one find out the loss or gain of the time per 1 second, then the formula is half into alpha into delta T. In case if one find out the total loss or gain of the time in one complete day, then half into alpha into delta T into 86,400. For example, if one find out how much time is lost or gained in 1 hour, then what happens to the formula? 1 hour means that hour should be converted into seconds. 1 hour means 60 minutes, 1 minute means 60 seconds. 60 into 60, 3600. Then you have to multiply with 3600. That will give you that what is the loss or gain of the time in 1 hour will be there. So read the problem very carefully. How is asking? How much time is lost per second is asking, per day is asking, per hour is asking. Based on that, you need to substitute the values. Then that will give you the loss or gain of the time. So it is a direct formula you have to remember itself. Okay. This is also one of the application of the linear expansion. Okay. The loss or gain of the time itself. Okay. All of you must remember this concept. Once again, when you are going to lose the time, when the temperature increases, you are going to lose the time. When the temperature decreases, you are going to gain the time itself. Okay. Loss or gain. So next we are going to discuss one more very interesting application of the linear expansion, that is called the bimetallic strips. Okay, these are the bimetallic strips, are the peculiar behavior will be there, and these bimetallic strips are going to be used in daily life in many applications itself. In olden days, but nowadays we are going to, the electronics is going to be improved a lot, and we are going to have the electronic switches and the timers are going to be having itself. But in olden days, when the electronics was not much more developed, on that condition what happened, we are going to use these bimetallic strips. I think you are going to refer to the refrigerators. When you are going to refer to the refrigerators, what happened, the refrigerators automatically it will be switch on, and after getting certain cold temperature, automatically it will be switch off. Have you observed, I think. Next, when you are going to refer to the iron boxes. In the iron box also, when you are going to refer to the iron box, if you are going to put a certain temperature, you are going to set a certain temperature, then what happened, whenever that iron box will reach to that temperature, what happened, it will be switch off. And whenever the temperature decreases, switch on. So automatically switch off and switch on motion will be takes place. So in that one also we are going to use the bimetallic strips only we are going to use. In olden days in the fire alarms means what happens if any fire accident will be takes place. On that condition what happens, a bell will rings. How the bell will rings? Based on this bimetallic strip only. This bimetallic strip is going to be works as a switch itself. Whenever the temperature increases, the bell will ring. Whenever the temperature decreases, the bell will half itself. So all this explanation, all this will going to be works based on these bimetallic strips only. So to understand those applications, it is very essential to understand what is bimetallic strip and what happens when you are going to heat this device itself. Okay, right. So let us discuss about the bimetallic strip. In the name itself, the meaning is there. Bi. What's the meaning of bi means two metals. Okay. So bimetallic strip contains the two metal plates are going to be joined on each other. Okay, they are going to be joined on each other. Then the combination will be called as a bimetallic strip. In the bimetallic strip, the very important concept is that whatever the two metals you are going to be using should be the different alpha values should be there, or the different materials. That means you should not take the same materials. If you are going to take the same materials, the bimetallic effect will not work anything itself. So in the bimetallic strip, definitely we are going to take the two different types of the metals and they are going to be joined together. Let us say that this is the bimetallic strip. This is the first one we are saying. This is first metal you are going to be using here, and the second one another metal you are going to be using here. So both are made with the different materials. Okay, both are made with the different materials. This combination, and what happened that edges are going to be welded here. Okay, the edges are going to be welded. Two edges are going to be welded, and this total arrangement will be called as a bimetallic strip. Let us say that this is the bimetallic strip A, this is the bimetallic strip B. And how they are connected? Both are different material means definitely the coefficient of expansion is also different. And how the coefficient of expansions are there means alpha A is greater than alpha B. Okay, alpha A is greater than alpha B. What does that mean? The coefficient of expansion of first metal A is more and the coefficient of expansion of B is less. And earlier we are already discussed, if alpha value is more, then what happens? If you are increasing the temperature, more expansion. If you are decreasing the temperature, more contraction. If alpha value is less, then what happens? If you are increasing the temperature, less expansion. If you are decreasing the temperature, less contraction will be there. That means more expansion or less expansion. That will be depends on alpha value. If alpha is more, more expansion, more contraction. Alpha is less, less expansion and less contraction. Based on that, if alpha A is greater than alpha B, what does that mean? For A, alpha value is more, for B, alpha value is less. That means if you are going to increase the temperature, A will expand more and B will be expands less. When you are going to decrease the temperature, A will contrast more and B will contrast less. So this is very essential to remember this concept. Based on this concept only, we are going to discuss how this bimetallic strip is going to be works here. Okay. Now, so this is the normal position. At the room temperature, when a bimetallic strip you are taking, that bimetallic strip will be in a straight line like this. Now, let us see what is going to be happens when the temperature increases. So let us say that suddenly you are going to be increasing the temperature. When you are going to increase the temperature, then what happened? This metal A will expand more and metal B will be expands less. So metal A is going to be expands more, but to expand it, what happened? You are welded it here. So that's why what happened? This expanded position will not go to the right side. Okay, it's not going to right side. And what happens here? B will be expands less, A will be expands more. So whenever this uneven expansions, what happens? This bimetallic strip will not be in straight position. What happens? This bimetallic strip will be bent in the form of a convex. Okay, how it will be bent? It will be bent like this. Okay, this bimetallic strip is going to be bent like this. Okay, this is A and this is B. What you observed here? When the temperature is normal temperature, both are same length. But when you are going to increase the temperature, then this one is expanded more and this one will be expanded less. Due to that reason, instead of having the straight, what happened? They are going to be bent like this. In which shape they are bending? In convex shape they are bending. What is the reason that they are bending the convex shape? Because you are going to be welded it here. If you are not welded it here, if you are just going to place one upon each other only, then what happened? It will be expand straight and it will be contract straight. There is no bending position will be there. But you are welded at the edges. That's why what happened? The shape will becomes like this. And this shape will clearly explain that this is expanded more and this is expanded less. this type of changes will be takes place when a bimetallic strip is going to be heated. Now let us see what is going to be happens when the bimetallic strip temperature is decreased. When the temperature is decreased, then what happens? For this alpha value is more, for this alpha value is less. That's why it will be more contraction and it will be less contraction. That means the length of A will be decreases and the length of B is going to be increases. On that condition, what happened? Again the bimetallic strip will be bent, but this time what happened? You are going to get the concave shape and it is going to be bent like this. Okay, it will be bent like this, concave shape. Okay, this is A and this is B. Okay, this is A and this is B. This time, what is the shape it is going to be bending? In the concave shape it is bending. And the diagram will clearly shows that it is contract more and it is contract less. Why? Because here alpha is more and here alpha is greater. So in this way, a bimetallic strip is going to be changes when the temperature is going to be changes itself. So it is very essential, you need to remember how a bimetallic strip will be works here. Okay, when the room temperature is there, bimetallic strip is straight. When the temperature increases, then it will be bent in the form of a convex shape. And whenever the temperature decreases, then it will be bent in the form of a concave shape. So this type of application will be called as a bimetallic strip. And this bimetallic strip will be used in various applications. Just now I told you that. In many applications, in automatic switches we are going to use in the burglar alarms also we are going to use this bimetallic strip. Okay, so right now I'm just going to explain a small example. Okay, I'm going to show you the circuit diagram how this bimetallic strip will be works as a burglar alarms in the fire alarms. When the fire accident will takes place, then immediately the bell should be ringed. How they are going to use this bimetallic strip in that circuit? Okay, so just all of you concentrate on the circuit. So let's say that I am going to take a bimetallic strip here. This is a bimetallic strip. At the room temperature, what happened? It will be in straight position. So this is a bimetallic strip in room temperature. It will be in straight position. Okay, this is A and this is B. And what you are saying? This one alpha is more, and for this one alpha is less. And this is a metal strip. Metal strip means what happened? Definitely the current is going to be passes through it. And we are going to connect through the wire here. And here I am going to take a battery over this place. Okay, this is plus and this is minus. Okay, I am going to take the battery over here, and after that I am going to connect it to a bell. So here I am going to use a bell at this place. Okay, this is a bell I am going to be using here. Okay, this is again is going to be connected here, wire, and it is going to be taking place, and here we are going to use a metal strip again. Okay, this is a metal strip I am going to be using again at this place. So this type of the arrangement will be there at here. Right. So this type of arrangement will be there at here. This is the circuit will be designed to use in a burglar alarms. Okay. Now let us see that. Refer to the circuit diagram and tell me that is this circuit is closed or open? So this circuit is open. And everybody knows that the current will passes only in the closed circuit. Okay, the current will passes only in the closed circuit. For example, this is a battery I am going to be using here, and this is a switch will be there, and I am going to take a bulb over this place. This is the bulb I am taking here. Now, if the switch is open, is the bulb will glow? No, the bulb does not glow. Whenever you are going to close the switch, then only what happened? The bulb will glow here. Then only what happened? The bulb will close. So the current will pass through the circuit when the circuit will be closed. In the same way, when I want to refer to this part, here the circuit is open. When the circuit is open, what happened? The current will not pass through the circuit. When the current will not pass through the circuit, is the bell will ring? No. So this type of arrangement will be done at the room temperature. So at a particular place, this type of arrangement will be placed here. After that, what happens? Suddenly the accident will take place. Fire accident will take place. When the fire accident will take place, definitely what happens? The temperature will be increases. So this bimetallic strip is designed in such a way that it will bend, because when the temperature increases, what type of shape it will take? Convex shape, and it will be bends. So it will bend at the temperature of 55 degrees Celsius or 60 degrees Celsius. Okay, because when the fire accident will takes place, temperature is going to be reached to 70 degrees Celsius and 80 degrees Celsius also it will be takes place. But before that only we have need to know that there will be some fire accident will be takes place. So that's why what happened, this bimetallic strip is designed in such a way that it will bend at the temperature of 55 degrees Celsius or 60 degrees Celsius. When the temperature is going to reach 55 degrees Celsius, then what happened, this bimetallic strip is going to be bent. This bimetallic strip is going to be bent like this. And then immediately what happened, whenever this bimetallic strip bends and it is going to touch this socket, and whenever this is going to touch this metal plate, then immediately what happened, the circuit will closes. Whenever the circuit will closes, then immediately what happened, the bell will ring. When the bell will ring, then immediately what happened, the people are staying in that building will be alerts, and there it is a possibility is there that the people can escape from that room will be takes place. So in this way, the temperature is going to take place. That means the burglar alarms are going to be works by using the bimetallic strips. The same type of arrangement will be there in the case of refrigerators and in the case of iron boxes also. In the iron box also, when the temperature is going to reach a certain value, then what happened, it will be decreases. That means disconnection will be there. And when the temperature decreases, again it will be starts. Under condition what happens, you need to arrange in reverse. Okay, when you are going to arrange in reverse, what happened, the current is going to be decreases, then it will be in contact with that. Whenever the temperature reaches and it will be disconnects. So like that what happened, the bimetallic strips will be works as a switches, automatic switches it will be works itself. So this is the working of a bimetallic strip, and this is the application of the burglar alarms itself. So all these are works based on the same concept, that is the linear expansion of the metals itself. Okay, so these are the concepts you need to remember. So this bimetallic strip is not much more important, just remember this concept and applications. But today whatever we have discussed about the pendulum clocks is a very important concept even for the competitive part also. So you should concentrate on that, how the time will be losses, how the time will be gains. And you should know that when the time losses and when the time gains. Okay, once again I am repeating, if the temperature increases, what happened? Length increases. If the length increases, time period increases. Time period increases, the pendulum will run slow. When the pendulum will run slow, then what happened? The clock will lose the time. Next, when the temperature decreases, okay, when the temperature decreases, length of the rod is also decreases. When the length of the rod decreases, time period is also decreases. When the time period decreases, pendulum will run fast. Then what happened? The clock will gain the time. So this is the loss or gain of the time. Temperature increases, loss of time. Temperature decreases, gain of time. This concept you have to remember. And what is the formula to find out the loss or gain of the time? Half into alpha into delta t in 1 second. If I find out the loss or gain of the time in 1 day, then half into alpha into delta t into 86,400. Then you are going to get the total loss or gain of the time in whole days. Okay. So these are the concepts which are applications of the linear expansion. Okay. You can see you in the next class. Thank you.